Hi, my name is Ashley and I love plants, and today I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite plants this summer. So coming in at 5th place is this Bambino Alocasia. This is just such a pretty plant, and it's been like probably the nicest alocasia I've gotten so far. Also, I want to say that I got this a couple months ago and it's forming just really nice roots. I put leca at the bottom in a tray that I put a lot of my alocasias in, and it seems to be doing really well as just like kind of like a backup to me actually watering the soil because I underwater. But it's just such of a pretty plant. It's so far been pretty easy to grow. I'm super excited to get corms, and I'm just kind of loving this plant. It's like it has these really narrow, pretty dark leaves with the white veins. The back of the leaves are kind of this dark purple color. It just keeps giving me leaves. I have alocasias that have been holding on to one leaf for a long time and aren't as kind in giving of leaves as this one, but this one I've had for a couple months. Just keeps putting out a new leaf. I feel like I get a new leaf like every week. So super pretty, super stunning, kind of like a nice alocasia. I have 2 of these and both of them have both been pretty pleasant, but this is definitely one of my favorite alocasias. I'd say you'll see one more alocasia later today. I'm loving this. It's kind of unique. It's kind of fun. Definitely, I wouldn't say this is like a beginner plant, but it's probably a really good beginner alocasia. Coming in 4th place, I have this Monstera Thai constellation. I have never before been able to like actually get one of these to successfully grow nicely. They've always like either grown really bad, or you can see right here with the brown spot. But I feel like I finally cracked the code in my apartment. This is one of my first moss pools I've ever done. This saran wrap trick literally has changed the game for me. You can kind of just see all of the beautiful roots in both the front and the back. Look at this, the newest leaf is definitely the prettiest. I am a little bit concerned that the variegation is going to get out of control, but we will see. The brown spots happened before I switched its location, so I'm not going to judge it yet, but it's just been popping out so many new leaves, which it hasn't done that before. I also have this in a tub, and I have a layer of leca on the bottom. So actually, if you look at the roots, they're just kind of going insane. I might need to repot this somewhat soon, but I kind of don't want to. It just is so pretty. I don't want to mess with it. I have another one in there as well. But overall, definitely has been such of a joy this summer. You can just see how pretty the leaves are. I know this is a Monstera Thai constellation, and it's somewhat common now. It used to be super rare, but I'm just loving it. This is one of my biggest plants. I have a lot of small plants just because I'm in a studio apartment. I'm really excited to try growing this up a moss pool, maturing it, and seeing all the pretty patterns along the way. Coming in 3rd place is this pink angel wing begonia. If you've seen my other videos, I'm just a huge fan of begonias, so I had to make sure so I couldn't like not add a colorful begonia in this ranking. I've been loving all of my begonias, but this one definitely has a place in my heart just for being so colorful and pretty. Also, I cannot stop this one. This one just keeps flowering for me. I literally cannot stop it from flowering. I have flowers everywhere, which is good and bad because I have to clean them up everywhere all the time, but also when they come in, they're so beautiful, they're so pink, and I feel like I'm getting a little bouquet, a begonia flower bouquet every day. So, super pretty plant. In the light, it does look a little bit, it's technically a pink one, but on camera, it definitely looks like this dark red magenta color. I kind of specifically like this one because it's starting to lean out, and right now it's on a shelf in my closet, so it's just really pretty how it's growing as well. Here's another pink angel wing begonia. I just love begonias. It's so vivid on the back. This one's not as long, but it's just as pretty. And if you look really close at the leaves, you can see the spots on the leaves. It is a dark color, but I feel like when the light hits it right, it's kind of like this deep pink. This is one that's been sun-stressed, so you can see just how bright pink it is. I actually just sold this. This was my first sale on Palm Street. So you can tell the difference, like it is vividly different. Almost doesn't even look like the same plant, but I promise you it is. Such of a nice begonia to have, and it can be a range of colors, as you can see. This one's probably in around 1500 lux, while as this one was probably close to 3500. So coming in second place, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but it is the Alocasia Fredic. I wasn't expecting to like this one as much as I do, because I've heard it's just a really hard plant to take care of. And honestly, it was when I first got it. I got an Alocasia variety pack and I actually got 2 of them, so that's really exciting. After a week or 2 of acclimation, it got used to its environment and it's just been giving me a lot of good leaves. Even when I forget to water it, it still stays alive for me. It's one of those plants that I've heard like so many people talk about, so it's kind of cool then adding it to my collection and having experience with it. Definitely does get spider mites, but I'm getting better at managing that. And in first place, I literally wore this shirt for this moment. I wouldn't be truthful if I didn't include this plant. If you've seen my other videos lately, this has been a featured plant for sure. It is the most expensive plant by far I have in my collection. And more specifically, it's a plant that I almost can't believe is a plant. I did recently chop up my large one to propagate it, but I have some really pretty babies. This one does have lower variegation, but that's not always a bad thing, especially for variegation. It just makes it more stable. This one is super pretty. You can see some nice variegation coming in on this leaf. And then some I have very little variegation. If you look closely, you can see some on the end of the plant. Again, there's just a little bit right here. And then actually the variegation has increased on this leaf, and it will be right here. I also have a few more in my prop box, but the reason why I love this plant, it's absolutely stunning. I kind of wish I would have kept my big plant because it's the prettiest plant I have. I really didn't want to cut it up and propagate it, but I'm preparing for PlantCon, so I had to, but it's really pretty. I was able to sell one last week, which is absolutely amazing. This is a plant that just continues to grow. You can see a new leaf is coming in here. It wouldn't be right if I didn't include this one. This is my favorite plant by far. She's beautiful and I wanted to match her today. I'm actually going to be making a video about the complete start to finish propagation of these, so I'm very excited about that as well. But definitely, by far, my favorite plant. I don't even know what to say, except for when a plant doesn't even look like a plant. That's kind of a cool plant. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my top 5 favorite plants this summer. I currently have 871 beautiful subscribers, and I have a goal of hitting 1,000. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll like this one.